Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Technical Tuesday. Today I got my longtime friend, training partner, fellow fighter, Sam Temko here with me. Thanks for joining, Sam.
Of course.
Sam's got a fight coming up August 12th, just like the boys at the Dragon House, except for he's a pro. So come check it out or watch him on the stream, whatever you guys want to do. Make sure you support your boy Sammy. Today, I got asked a lot of questions after a previous week about kind of like the guard as a jiu-jitsu guy, but for MMA, or even the guard as a jiu-jitsu guy for self-defense, okay? And there's a couple things I want to go over, and there's really a lot to it, but we're going to start with just a small portion, something that's kind of universal, and something that can apply to your guys' game real quick right away, whether you know good jiu-jitsu or not, okay? So we're going to get started in the closed guard.
Okay, so now I'm here in the closed guard. A couple of things to keep in mind. When my partner is sitting up like this, he has good posture, he can rain down some serious ground and pound. So what I need to do is I need to use those legs. Right when he lifts his arm to throw his big overhand, I'm going to be pulling him in with my legs, and I'm going to be wrapping my head at the same time. Okay, you guys see how I grab the back of my neck? Very far, okay? Don't grab the ear and allow that punch to sneak in. Okay, whether we're MMA or no gloves at all. Okay, I got to really grab the back of the neck, pull him in with the legs to get your opponent to fall off balance, and start to wrap up the arm number one. Naturally, he's going to try to throw the arm number two, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Grabbing the back of my neck, covering my head, and controlling his arm number two. Now, I have this kind of locked down closed guard position. I don't want to stay here. I need to use this as an opportunity to escape, okay? What's going to happen when I pull him in and hold him down is he's going to try to escape. So, I'm going to really intensify the pull and the hold to really intensify him trying to sit back and pull his arms out. Yeah, he doesn't want to stay here. He's going to try to do whatever he can to get his arms free. As this is happening, I'm going to go 2 hands across the neck and apply my knee shield here. Okay, I'm putting my shin sideways across his body, not low down on the waist where he can still fold on top of his thigh with his hand or with his body, but it's going to come all the way up across, okay, kind of like going into his neck, going into his trap area. This is going to allow me to get my feet on the hips, and if he starts to punch, I can use my legs already to create enough space so that he doesn't land on me. Okay, so that's going to be our first step. One, after I can create enough space, keeping my hands in front of my face, I'm going to open, I'm going to fan my arm out, elbow, hand, keeping my hand in front of me to either block or just stop the distance, use my foot off of the floor, give a nice push, and stand up and return back to my standing position. Okay, so let's go through this one again. Same thing. Block one. Block two. Pull him in, make this exaggerated. Push him away as he's creating that space. Hips out, open, coming up, keep creating the space. Continue to complete my technical stand-up, coming back up to a standing position. Okay, guys, that was our first variation, okay? Blocking those big overhands. Not everybody throws those, okay? When Sam's posturing like this, he may just put this one short right on my face, right? He may hit my body. He may do elbows, okay? I don't want to wait and hope that he throws an overhand. I want to create or take away space as soon as possible. So look what I'm going to do now. Again, I'm going to use my closed guard, but this time I'm going to reach for an over-under position and try to lock my hands behind his back. It's going to look like this. Okay? Now, whether he's punching or not, I have to keep myself safe. Notice the first thing I do is I hide my chin, and I don't just reach for him here. Okay, I need to put my shoulders on my ears. I need to really hide myself. As I put my chin down, I pull him with my legs, and I make myself as safe as possible while entering this a little bit dangerous position. All right, now, a couple things. He can still hit me with this left arm. It is still pretty free, so I need to be careful of my face, okay? He's gonna rip on my body a little bit, so I can't stay here too long, but here, if I at least keep my ear to his ear, he's not gonna be able to hit the head. I'll show us a couple transitions that we can do after if my partner doesn't want to move from here. But again, just like last time now, Sam really wants to do that big damage. So he's going to start creating this posture to try to stand up. As he creates the posture, I'm going to go ahead and escape and start to enter to my technical stand-up position again. All right? Now, it's not going to be easy here, you guys. He's going to be coming at me hard. If he continues to come forward, I need to make sure I continue to scoot away as well. I need to scoot as much as I need to in order to create enough space to escape. If he doesn't really rush me, I don't need to scoot as much. If he rushes me hard, I need to scoot a whole bunch. Okay? This is kind of like the shortened and condensed version of the first technique. So he's here, his posture, he's looking to punch me. hide, grab this lock, create my space, and stand up. Right now I'm gonna use the collar tie on this, okay, the whole way through. Why I use the collar tie is this reason. As soon as I get here and I start to go for the stand up, his head plays a big part in controlling me. If he wants to control me as a wrestler, this head pressure on my chest is really not just gonna push it into me, but it's gonna take me away from that post. That head's gonna push me to be flat on my back, and which I never wanna be, okay? So as I'm standing up, I'm not just holding on, I'm actually guiding his head to the inside. The inside, I know where he is, I know where his weight's gonna be. It's gonna help me to push off of his head, sneak this leg up. If he manages to stay on my leg still, this grip is what I want. I have to keep his head down to make my escape, all right? The finish is another day. Let's work on the escape again. Same thing, he tries to punch, hide, grab, really frustrate him, give him some heel kicks, whatever I want to do. As much as I need to, I really feel him pulling out. Now I can start to scoop, 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 standing up. And staying on this collar tie is going to give me a nice advantage when we both come up at the same time as well. Okay guys, let's go for our next variation today. Sometimes too, I can't swim that underhook. For whatever reason, the elbow's blocking me or whatever, I'm still going to keep that same concept of pulling him in with the legs. So as he's looking to do something, I'm gonna pull him in, and this time, look it, I ended up with an overhook. Overhooks generally aren't very good to escape with. However, we can use them to our advantage at times. Another good thing about my overhook is I can start to think about kind of clamping my elbows, not hard with force, but just to follow his arms, okay, to know when he's throwing those big strikes at me. Look what I'm gonna do now. In the moment that if he stays here, or if he starts to posture a little bit, it doesn't really matter. What I'm gonna do is this outside arm. The one that's on the overhook is going to start to wrap underneath of my leg, okay, coming right underneath the bend of my knee. Now, my second arm is going to come out, and my forearm is going to slide in front of his neck. I really want to use this forearm and this upward motion to try to get him to look far away as I can, and I'm going to go ahead and lock my hands here. Look, you guys, if I'm in the no-gi, I can grab my gable grip. If you guys have MMA gloves, we're grabbing the S grip. Now, this position is really going to hinder him. Okay, it's gonna slow him down, it's gonna lock him down, it's gonna break his posture. Let's look at something that could happen from here. Okay, number one is he's gonna start to try to look to posture and punch me. As soon as I feel this arm creating space off of this free leg, I'm just gonna pull my knee high and come back inside for my triangle. Number two, okay, I make my position, I create my space, I use my elbow. Notice how I really want to get off to my shoulder. I don't want to be in this situation and be flat on my back, okay, although I can manage to make it to my shoulder, I want to get there sooner than later. If I need to, I can open for a minute, quick second, and make my position again. Now look what's going to happen. I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep working until I can get way out here to the side, until I have enough space to finally extend my leg, put my foot in front of the face, and start to pull my bottom leg out from my omoplata. For MMA self-defense, I only suggest one thing, and that is this. I'm going to extend my legs to sit. At the same time I'm sitting up, I'm going to pull my legs off. I'm not even going to worry about this omoplata submission. He's going to be able to stay strong most of the time and stay in a good base. And I'm going to end up here on the side control of the turtle, okay? This is a very dominant position, and I would prefer this position than maybe getting that submission, but if I don't, losing the whole position, right? So I'm going to use the omoplata just to kick through and come up and control the turtle position. Let's look again. Here, pulling him in, create my space, use my elbow, pull my second leg up. Notice this detail here, you guys. I'm going to pull my second knee high up to the chest in front of the face. I really want my knees to be equal here. If you guys are doing these techniques and your legs getting stuck down here, it's not there yet. Keep working that elbow, keep working your hip escape until we can get our knees about equal. This equal knee and this squeeze is going to help to keep his posture broke. Okay, I always want his hand in my pocket, right? Not his hand coming up high to my armpit, but his hand in my pocket. I'm going to arch my back, and here I can literally just straighten my leg, okay? If you guys feel like the flexibility in your knee isn't there, that means that your position is off. Make sure your knees are together and pointing straight, just like this, not pointing up at the sky, but to the side. Extend that leg, foot in front of the face, using my foot in front of the face to pull my bottom leg out, coming up to my Omoplata position, especially when you try to start the posture. I'm just gonna use these legs to kick straight. I'm gonna allow his arm to slip out of there. I know he's gonna be trying to pull it out anyways. I'm gonna come in a good position, ready to put my punches and my ground and pound on my opponent. Watching Technical Tuesday. Make sure you like, please press that subscribe button. It takes a half a second. And comment down below whatever you guys want to see next. Okay? Thanks, Sammy, for being my partner today. Make sure you guys check Sammy out. Post at Sammy. Link is right here. And that's it. I'll see you guys next week.